So My Hero Academia All's Justice has just been announced, not just now literally, but in the past like week or so, and I'm personally really excited for the game and really looking forward to the game. So that being said, I want to talk about the top 5 things I think this game needs to survive in a climate, in a world where these anime games die very fast and are very mid. And honestly, a lot of them a lot of these games actually just suck ass altogether, and a lot of them are just money grabs, such as Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Class, such as Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Let's be honest, that game sucked. So let's get into the top 5 things that I think My Hero Academia's All Justice needs to be an actual good game and to survive as well. And number 1 is crossplay. If this game is gonna rely heavily on being an online game like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero does, then it needs crossplay, because first of all, it's a fighting game, and fighting games already have a very much lower player pool than something like Fortnite or Call of Duty, which also has crossplay as well. So these fighting games need crossplay. My Hero Academia All Justice, I believe, is going to need crossplay. All right, it's going to need it if it wants any longevity whatsoever. It's going to need that crossplay. Also, don't be broken at launch. How many times have we seen these anime arena fighters come out and they're broken at launch, especially on Xbox, man? And that's just a shitty thing to see, man, especially for a game that we have to pay for. It should not be broken at launch. It should work the way it's meant to work, the way it's supposed to work. So don't be broken at launch. Third, I got post-launch content. We also live in a climate where people move on quick, man. It's players move on quick. It's like a relationship. If you're not getting what you want, and you know, after you get bored of something, you move on, bro. It is what it is. That's just how the world is. If you aren't going to support your game after it already launches and give it more content, people are gonna move on. Why would I keep playing this when a new update just dropped over here? I'm gonna go move on to that. Attention spans are at an all-time low. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. That just is what it is. Think about a YouTuber that you watch. If they're not gonna make new content, why would you keep watching them? You're gonna move on. You're gonna forget about them. It's the same across all media, bro. Across anything, music, all of that stuff. You gotta keep feeding whatever it is that you're feeding. I mean, that's kind of just how, you know, it is in general, bro. Like, you can't just stop eating. You can't just eat one thing for the rest of your life and expect that to feed you for the rest of your life. You gotta keep eating every single day. You gotta keep consuming things every single day. Food, water, all that good stuff. So post-launch content is number 3. Number 4, which I'm not really worried about, because I think based off the trailer that we got, I think the story mode for this game actually looks really well done, and honestly might be the primary focus of this game. And I wouldn't be too mad at that, to be honest. I wouldn't be too mad at that. But offline content, another thing that we're seeing in Sparking Zero, is there's not a lot of single player content in that game, which is a shame, and I don't want them to make the same mistake with My Hero Academia All Justice. So let's get some offline content. It's like a good bit of it. That way we can, you know, enjoy, you know, the game as it is and things of that nature. But like I said, I'm not too worried about this one, because I think the story mode actually looks really solid and really well done based off the cutscenes. But I guess we'll see. And number 5, this is really simple. Just be a genuine good game. A lot of times we see a lot of these games. I named a few examples earlier with Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Class and Bleach Rebirth of Souls. And a lot of these games, they're just money grabs. And honestly, like, the core actual game fucking sucks. You know what I mean? Like, it just sucks. I'll be honest, the only arena fighters that we've gotten in recent years that are actually good games is Sparking Zero, Storm Connections. Now hear me out. I know a lot of people love to hate on Storm Connections, but the actual game itself, like the actual gameplay, is actually pretty fun. It's a pretty fun gameplay loop and things of that nature. So but a lot of them aren't. Like I just said, Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Class, that's the biggest example, because that game actually is just fucking trash. That was the biggest scam I've ever seen in my entire life. So just make this game an actual genuine good game. My Hero Academia's All Justice, that's what I'm talking about. Make this an actual genuine good game at its core, and you know, that itself will take this game very far up on the list of arena fighters. But you know, the last thing we need is another mid arena fighter game. And is that what this will be, what it is? I don't know. I guess we will see when it gets here. Nonetheless, I am excited for it. I love My Hero Academia. I love the IP, and I just love anime in general. So make sure you like and subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with My Hero Academia's All Justice and other anime games as well, such as Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, such as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And I'm out. Peace.